War forces innovation, and nowhere is that clearer than on the battlefields of World War II. Soldiers didn't wait for concrete trucks or steel shipments. They turned humble sandbags into walls that could stop bullets, shrapnel, and shell fragments. They did it with sand, gravel, ash, and even wood shavings. It sounds simple, but the trick was deadly effective. Stick around, because by the end of this you'll know exactly how this battlefield hack worked and how to replicate it for prep or survival purposes. And if you love uncovering lost survival secrets, hit that subscribe button. This channel is full of life-saving knowledge you won't find anywhere else. How soldiers made sandbags. Bullet-resistant. The idea was simple but brilliant. Plain sand won't stop much, so soldiers layered materials inside each bag. Coarse gravel or pebbles went in first to break up incoming fragments. Fine sand or ash followed to slow the debris. Finally, organic fillers like wood shavings absorbed the leftover energy. When compacted properly, this combination created a composite mass that could absorb and dissipate kinetic energy far better than loose earth or plain sandbags. Bags were filled about 3/4 full to allow tamping. Each row alternated orientation with seams tucked inward, and the walls weren't flat vertical obstacles, they were slightly sloped. That angle turned bullets and fragments into glancing blows instead of straight shots, multiplying the wall's effectiveness. These weren't guesses. World War II field manuals specifically instructed soldiers to layer, tamp and orient bags to maximize protection. Why layering works? It all comes down to physics. Every projectile carries kinetic energy. A single material like sand doesn't stop it effectively. The projectile punches right through. Layered sandbags, however, create internal interactions. Gravel fragments the projectile. Sand slows it. Wood shavings compress and absorb what's left. And the bag fabric keeps everything contained. The result is a wall that spreads out and reduces energy, rather than letting it pass through in a straight line. Moisture and compaction mattered too. Loose or wet bags reduced protection, while dry, tamped, well-graded layers performed remarkably well. Essentially, soldiers were creating low-tech armour from what was on hand, a brilliant mix of resourcefulness and battlefield physics. How strong it really was. WWII soldiers relied on these sandbag revetments because they were fast, cheap and surprisingly effective. Manuals described them as resistant to shell splintering and ideal for emergency defensive positions. Compared to modern solutions like HESCO barriers or steel armour, sandbags won't stop anti-tank rounds, but for small arms and fragmentation they were shockingly good. Think bullet-resistant rather than bulletproof, but practical, fast and deployable under fire. How you can replicate it. This method isn't just history, it's fully replicable for preppers or survivalists. You'll want to use strong polypropylene or burlap bags. Fill each bag about 70 to 75% full with roughly half coarse gravel, a third fine sand or ash, and about a fifth wood shavings or sawdust. Make sure to tamp them down as you go. Stack the bags with alternating headers and stretchers so the seams don't line up. Build on compacted earth with a slight slope to help deflect any incoming force. Backfill with soil or an earth berm for extra support and, make sure you've got proper drainage to prevent water from reducing performance. And finally, cover the face with a plank or tarp to protect the fabric from the weather. Done properly, a wall like this can protect against pistol rounds, rifle fragments and shrapnel in a disaster scenario. Just remember, it's not a replacement for certified armoured panels if you're facing high-caliber threats. Lessons from modern bunkers. Even today, engineered bunkers and HESCO barriers use the same principles: layering, compaction confinement and sloped surfaces. World War II soldiers discovered the same physics long before anyone had computers or CAD designs. Maintenance is key. Check for settling wet bags or erosion and recompact as needed. Many older sandbag revetments have survived decades because they were built right, proving that low-tech solutions, when executed properly, are surprisingly durable. Final thoughts. When people imagine bulletproof walls, they think steel and concrete. World War II soldiers proved that clever layering and compaction could turn ordinary sandbags into formidable protection. Whether you're prepping, fortifying a safe zone, or just fascinated by forgotten war engineering tricks, this technique is worth knowing. If you found this useful, don't forget to subscribe to Prepper's Survival Blueprint for more life-saving knowledge, and share this video so others can learn how old-school ingenuity still has lessons for today.